Welcome to episode 30 of the Hoppy Thoughts Podcast.
Ooh.
30 milestone. That's almost a third away to 100. I always forget that 33 is the third of the way to 100.
That is true.
30 is just before that. But anyway, anytime we hit a number with a 0 on the end, that's definitely a milestone for sure. We've been sitting here in this garage, 30 episodes. It's been like 6 months or so. Quite a journey. Every single one. I mean, we'll be on 31, 32. Every single time I will reminisce on the times spent in this garage. Weather's been great, so like I'm in normal clothes. Remember in winter, I was sitting here fucking freezing my ass off.
And it's crazy you mentioned that, where it's like, I mean, we've done this so much now that I feel like there's a little bit of rhythm to the week of like, I genuinely go, oh no, Thursday I have the podcast. Like I have to.
Oh,
I
it's
have
like
to do that.
It's a part of my week.
It feels weird to miss or like structure our episodes in which that maybe we have one back to back or we have one really spaced apart, because then you're like, oh, I miss this. I miss this little moment that we have.
I would have never therapists out there, we're going to get into a little bit of therapy later, but therapists out there, you got to try this headphone thing. There's something
Honestly?
magical about me just talking in normal voice. If anything, it's kind of like a loud whisper.
Yeah.
And it's just, I hear your thoughts and feelings just directly in my head.
Do you think
It's hard
that
to describe.
wives around the country would be happier if their husbands were forced to wear headphones and that they could talk into a microphone that directly spoke to them?
I think so.
How many times do you think that you've gone like, oh, I just didn't hear you?
Every time. Honestly, it's kind of a shortfall of mine, whether it's on my anatomy or my brain. If I'm focused on one thing, let's say I'm looking over there and I'm meant to describe, I don't know, doesn't matter. I'm trying to multitask. I can only like listen to the thing in front of me.
Yeah.
If my wife or someone off to the side of me, even something in the car, I don't know, something to the side of what I'm doing is talking to me, I cannot hear them listen to I cannot do it.
Yeah, brain is comprehending on one channel only.
Shelby can do that, so she can listen to maybe 3 or 4 people talk, and let's say they all ask her like a question over like a 2-minute conversation. She would be like, I heard your question, this is what it was, this is an answer. I heard your question, I knew what it was, here is your answer. Like, she has multimodal hearing, bro. It's insane. I mean, that's the difference between hearing and listening. She just take it in. And
not to be a Mississippi native and say it's a Mississippi thing, but I think it is a Mississippi thing because my family is that way, where it's like, and maybe it's not that it's a Mississippi thing, it's that my family is like, we yell at each other and we talk over each other. Like if you were to hear a phone call with my sister, half of that conversation is she's talking about something. I've started to answer the first part of her question. She's still saying the second part of her question. And then I'll answer the second part of her question after I've done saying the first part of my question while she's still asking the second part of her question. And that's just a normal conversation. I'll eventually have to stop because I'm like, oh, we're too far into this. I can't say anymore. She's going to lose track for sure.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's definitely a superpower to be able to listen to more than one thing at a time. And I don't have that. So, like, yeah, she would love, I think, the idea that almost wherever she was in the world, if she could think, telepathically just think, and it's just hardwired into my brain, and I'm, like, forced to listen. Because every time you're talking and through these headphones, like, you're just forced to listen.
Yeah.
It would definitely help our relationship, I think. it would help me not make her mad.
You guys are like old people who have the $29.99 the $20.99 like headphones where they're like, you can't hear the TV at night? Plug these into the back of your stereo and you can hear the best air with only 6 payments of $3.99 a month, and you're like, oh my God, I need this.
Home radio. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I can't listen like the way she does. It's impressive, and I envy it sometimes. Because there's so many times where I'm like, huh, what'd you say? Sorry. Now, what really pisses her off is when I...
Let's hear this. Say this for
don't... I subconsciously know that she is talking.
Yeah.
I know that she is saying something to me. And then she will ask, did you hear what I said?
You know what? This is a great point.
Or I'll just throw in like in the middle of her saying things, I'll throw like yeah, totally. But I didn't hear what she said.
This is a great point. I have learned to change what I'm saying and I say, I'm sorry, I forgot I was not active listening. And dude, honestly, it's kind of funny where like someone just gets done saying something and my brain switches to, oh shit, I was supposed to be listening. And I go, sorry, I forgot I was not actively listening. And then they people laugh. They kind of laugh at it. They're like, what the fuck? You weren't listening? And I go, it's true. I just wasn't listening.
Nope. Sorry.
So
I wanted to listen. Like my heart wanted to listen, but it just kind of
I knew you were talking. I was engaged in a conversation with you, but unfortunately I was trying to open this can. And I was focused on that.
Yeah.
I've opened the can now, so you can go back to saying what you were. You can restart, and I will listen. But
and then like Shelby will quiz my ass.
Yeah.
I'll be like, wow, that's a totally crazy story. Didn't listen to the whole thing, right? I'll say that at the end. And she'll be like, what did I fucking say? And then I'll go back in time
your best
and just hunt. I'll hunt for the key words. Be like, your mom was angry at the neighbor. And she's like, no, it's not what I said. I said that the neighbor, hopped over the fence to like steal something from my mom. And I'm like, so she was mad at him?
Yeah. She was mad. They were like, no, it was hers in the first place. You're like, I was close.
Yeah.
I was so close.
Do I get partial credit? No, I never get partial credit. Which is fair. I don't deserve it.
No, that is funny. I do think that there is some enjoyment out of catching your significant other, though, in the prospect of, you weren't listening? What was that? Like, recite it back to me. I have done that to Megan, where I actively say something and I can tell she's just not listening.
Yeah.
And I go, what did I just say? And it is a good feeling when they go, oh shit. Like they're like,
Again, it's a superpower. Shelby will be entrenched into something that I personally, when I get entrenched in, I don't listen outside of what I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
She'll be looking on her phone or multitasking, I don't know, cleaning or something with headphones on even. And I'll be talking to her and she doesn't even look at me. She doesn't even acknowledge I'm saying something to her.
Yeah.
And I'll go and ask her, hey, did you hear what I said? And she said, yeah, you said this. And hold on, I'm just busy. And she'll say exactly what I said.
That's crazy.
It's a fucking superpower, honestly.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. That's a skill that I wish I had.
We should try to test that.
How?
I don't know. Like, you guys are going to be over here tomorrow. So maybe, like, I try to talk to her and you say something really important.
Watch. She'll get it, dude.
I would love to see. You will be
impressed. We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something.
This will come out after, so...
do you think that... Yeah, I think that there is a way that we can, like, kind of Pavlov this in a way, which would be kind of fun.
Now, yes. Now, she will get pissed off. If you're, like, talking to her, having a deep conversation, I'm like, hey, Shelby. Hey, Shelby. Hey, Shelby. Pulling, like a kid, like type of thing. Look at JP being all fun. She's like, I'm talking to Chet.
Yeah. No, there will definitely need to be an art to this.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out. We'll have to discuss it.
Honestly, just to test her, as many people as possible. We'll start with 4 people. Should just talk to her about something, recite a story, or I don't know, some fun fact about something. And she can go, I heard your fun fact, here it is, and just test her like that. She's like knowledgeable about it.
Maybe we get Megan and Allison in on this, and what we do is like I'll be in the middle of a conversation, talk to her, and the rest of you say something to her.
Yeah, she would probably if
and just compliment her. Don't even say something like too important, like a conversation starter. Be like, wow, I really liked your shoes. Or like, oh, Shelby, you look great today. I don't know, like just something to be like.
A good way to do it. Now, this would be a more natural way, I think. Is if let's say you're talking to her about something important. Yeah. And right next to her, there's a conversation that she wants to enter, but she's talking to you and she doesn't want to be rude. Once she is done talking with you, she will seamlessly enter that other conversation. In that moment, we should quiz her like, what did we say 30 seconds before you entered? And she'll be like, you said all these things? That'd be a good way to confirm.
You know what? Oh, we could do that. Now you start a conversation with her, and then I'll start like on how my week's been shitty. And I bet
like to Scott or something.
Yeah, like hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. She'll just perk up.
I think
like,
so.
I just imagine like a little cartoon, like boink,
Yeah. Yeah. Her ears literally point to things that are more interesting.
Little turn.
Yeah,
You're like,
100%.
Shelby, are you paying attention to Will?
Nope. He's talking to me about some bullshit I don't care about.
Yeah.
We just most of what I bring up, I would say.
Yeah, you're like, what kind of bug spray do they use at this house?
I saw a bird. I'll do that. I saw a bird today. She doesn't interest.
Immediately lose interest in what you're talking about.
Well, for episode 30, the show I had playing today, I was wanting to reflect on all of our time, effort together, sitting across from each other in your garage. I want to take a moment to kind of reflect on, yes, one of those beers, please.
Therapy
beers. More therapists should have beers. I kind of wanted to use this time to reflect on the time that we spent together here in this garage. Every single time, and even when anyone asks, why do you still do the podcast? I always say, it's therapy.
Yeah.
The moments before and after the podcast, because usually the podcast we're talking about silly fart stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But the before and after of a podcast, it's just the way these microphones connect each other together. It's like, I'm listening to what you're saying. We're going over each other's grievances, or
it's more than catch up.
No, yeah, it is. It's consoling. We went to. Thank you. We went through the deprecation of our company and all this stuff. So we talked a lot about that, and it's been good to just talk one-on-one in this environment. So I wanted to perhaps cast forward the therapy into the episode and just talk about. I got some questions. You'll ask me questions. They're kind of random. They're randomly dispersed in this bag. So you pick one out and we'll see where the conversation goes. But they're kind of therapy 101 questions. How you feeling and getting things off your chest, that kind of stuff. Do you have any? Did you ever want to wear your mom's shoes? That kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Fun. Interesting. I didn't know we were getting into who's that? Wait, who's the Republican senator whose husband just had the
the OnlyFans meetup thing?
No. Maybe this is a different one. Okay.
Well, I know one.
I cannot remember her name, but I'm gonna tell you information about her that you could Google and go, oh, that's her. She killed a puppy one time.
Oh fuck, bro! I don't know.
Yeah. It's like she's like Montana. She's like Colorado, Montana, or something. One of those.
Not Sarah Palin. The Boebert girl.
Yes.
She got fingered in that theater by that guy.
I think yes. I think that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
I could be totally wrong. Don't quote me on this camera.
Yeah. Colorado is that blonde bitch that kind of looks fucking crazy. She backed away from the MAGA stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Who does the CrossFit shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that bitch. Where is she from?
I don't know, but not her. Not her. The brown-headed one.
Brown-headed one, yes.
I don't know
where she is from.
She said something.
She's fucking.
Dude, she said something about I had to shoot a dog. I had to shoot a puppy. Right? So people are calling her a puppy killer.
Yeah.
One, right?
Was that her way of I'm hard. I'm a hard American?
I think it was more of you guys don't understand the lifestyle on a ranch. You gotta kill things on a ranch. Which I will say, okay.
Sounds like a Sarah Palin.
I understand what she's trying to say, but a puppy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
A puppy.
You could have just not. There's so many. You could have just
literally, exactly,
on a ranch that you could have drawn. You've never had to, haul your tractor that won't start up a hill.
Yes.
Done.
There's so many other macho metrics that you've never had to.
By. You've never had to shove a puppy's head underwater until it stopped breathing.
Her husband.
Shut the fuck, bitch. Crazy. And then people are like, oh yeah, I'm fucking getting behind that crazy person.
So her husband or whoever the senator's husband is just came out. You remember how? Okay, I don't actually know if you know this, but there's been recent what's the word that I'm looking for? The breaches, I'll say, to specific political members in our government. Yeah, one of those is Kash Patel, who's all of his accounts were exposed.
Yeah, he had a Brazzers account or something.
Yeah, he had a bunch.
Yeah. Spider Patel.
Yeah, Spider Cash.
Spider Cash. That's what it was.
But
he's shooting ropes. He's shooting webs. Fuck.
He's a real spider.
Yeah.
But this woman's husband, he puts on fake tits.
Yeah, this was like about a month ago.
About a month ago. He's like taking pictures. I forget why now I'm even bringing this up, but
I don't remember. Yeah, see, it's funny that you bring that up because some people will do certain things for Halloween, and the story kind of makes them look bad, but they're dressing up for like a purpose.
Yeah,
this guy wasn't dressing up for a purpose. He was like, I like to film myself dressing up.
Yeah, this is like a Tuesday night book club kind of thing. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, on Tuesdays I wear fake tits.
Yeah.
And the high heels. And you go, that's your thing.
Yeah,
that's
bro,
fine.
Sure. He's like, my wife's gone a lot.
But you're hiding that, you know? Yeah, because his wife's out here killing puppies.
But then, like,
she's gone.
Like, that's in an email that you sent to your wife? Like,
why is it always email? Why are you putting this material in email? Text message has been around for so long.
We have other encrypted
25 megabits is a lot of data. Like, you have had ample room to include photos and text messages, and you've chosen email every time.
What are we doing?
Why?
And then, like, to the .gov? What are we doing?
Yeah, let me use my work email to send this titty pic to my fucking dog-killing wife.
It's nuts how all the Epstein emails are just so plain Jane. They're like these billionaire fucking pedophiles are just emailing each other. Oh, I can't wait to eat and harvest the organs out of a little kid.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah. They're like, wow, Sasha, she was really great. You should put her on the airplane with me.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Why is that shit redacted? Bring those. I don't care what color, creed, race.
Let's talk about Cash Patel again. Wait.
Holy fuck! Bring
circle.
those fuckers out on the street. And
you saw.
Let people just beat
you
them
saw
with shovels.
What's her name that got like fucking? I mean, absolutely shit on in the press. She was like, she was doing like a White House press conference, and people are like asking her like,
"Was it Kristi Noem?
Who are you?" Maybe
that's
the
like, white bitch that just is the mouthpiece for anything Trump is doing.
She's been recited recently for being like, but the Dow's over 50,000.
Oh, that's someone else. That's she just got kicked out from her place. And then
fired, and they're like, oh, she wasn't doing enough for Trump. I'm like, oh, that was that press conference. She got fucked.
That was an official, I think, DOJ a subpoena process, hearing or something. And then he, the Orange Cabal had Mark Mullen, who's just more of an idiot. Like, he actually is stupid.
Yeah.
He's now in her place. The newest thing,
I forget her name though, but yeah, she just got kicked out of the regime.
She's a dumb bitch too. They're all fucking so stupid.
Oh, they're just corporate bootlegs.
Oh, they love it. Oh man,
yeah,
they take the balls.
I say corporate, and that's too generic. They're orange-haired bootlegs.
Yeah, it's honestly like government barely works. It's the worst type of corporate environment on the fucking planet.
Can you guys tell what our political preferences are?
You only go up in the chain if you suck your way to the top. Like, there is no... These people don't have any skills.
No.
They can't write emails. They don't have strong communication skills. They don't have any soft skills.
Yeah.
So they go to politics and just suck their way to the top.
It's
kind of nuts.
They're
idiots.
Should I talk about this on the podcast? No, not all of them, but like, I will also say a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
they're a politician. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm going to even say that in a generality because we're kind of shitting on the Republican Party, but I'll even shit on the Democratic Party if we're going to be completely honest. I think they're all fucking stupid. I genuinely think they're all stupid.
I can't wait for the day. I've woken up to this recently. When I woke up one day and I was like, I think my ideals are more aligned with central libertarian ideas.
You know what's so funny about that?
Being moderate is pretty great. And what sucks about that is that you're just like mentally pulled in so many different directions, and in your heart and mind you're just like, why can't we just fucking pick something that doesn't harm other people or totally fuck over a group? But like, it doesn't seem that difficult.
I love this concept of like, we have been so force-fed of you have to have meal 1 or meal 2. Why can I not pick what I want? Why can I not fucking pick what I want to fucking eat? But unfortunately, the only reason why that's the case is because if I don't pick meal 1 or meal 2 and I pick somewhere in between, I'm not actually supporting anyone because there's been so much just funneling to happen that if you're not a Republican, if you're not a Democrat, you're betraying the other party. It's more of an identity crisis that these people are having than anything else. And it's like, why can I not have my own fucking opinions? I genuinely just want to have my own intellectual thoughts and express why, based on my upbringing and my experience in life and the occupations that I have held, I have these beliefs. That's as simple as it is. That's how we all operate. But yet, unfortunately, we're forced by, and I'm not even going to say like the terms of like the media, but we're so forced by different groups to believe you have to either be part of Group A or Group B, and if you're not either one of those, you're not supporting the movement. Fuck you. I'm so sick of it. That's my rant. Make that my TED Talk.
I totally agree, and it's really frustrating. What I was going to say is that a lot of this, I feel, when I woke up as a libertarian one day, I just decided you really start to look at like what is the enemy to me? Yeah. Like sometimes a group applies to my beliefs, sometimes this other group does. I don't know. It's kind of a swaying pendulum. But you know who's been my like constant enemy in my mind? Who is always behind the scenes of every single thing that I hate? Fucking really, really, really rich people.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really rich people who can just feed certain puppets money and they just fucking do whatever they want.
Yeah.
It sickens me. Those are the enemies, guys. It's the rich people. Not your neighbor who's blue or red or green or purple.
Yes.
It's the fucking rich people that are controlling and puppeteering the system. That's who we need to focus our energy on.
And you say this, and it's like the biggest thing to take away from that is a lot of people miss the identity of the fact that whether you're blue or red, being a Democrat, being a Republican, there's a lot of identities that you share together. You just do not realize because you're more concerned about hating people that someone, specifically these rich people who have said, I'm going to put dollars towards them, or I'm putting dollars towards them, or more importantly, I'm putting dollars against them. I'm putting campaigns against them. I'm putting slander out against that person, that you're more concerned with consuming because it is easier to hate people than it is to understand their perspective.
Wow, that was deep and insightful.
I mean, genuinely, like
wow. Put that on a fucking t-shirt. It's way easier to hate than understand.
To understand someone, because you have to listen. Like we just joked about active listening with your wife, which is not a tie-in in any way. That's kind of funny. But I have watched. There's kind of like this very subplot story that my parents have gone through in Texas. My parents are very Republican people. Yeah. They have a neighbor who lives directly across the street from them, who's very who's very much a
outspoken
Democrat.
Liberal, yeah.
An outspoken. Thank you.
They'll put up signs and all the stuff.
They're like we hate Trump, and like when I was staying at my parents' house, I know how much my stepdad loves to put a flag on the front porch. They did not make it home that night. They were in like College Station. The flag was on the front porch, and I was like, I'm gonna go pull the flag in because I know that that's what he would want. So it's like I'm staying in his house. Like, let me go get the flag for him. So like I went and got it, and I go in my mind. It's like I don't have a flag on my front porch. Why do I care about this? And it's more about like just helping and going. I know that that's what he would want in his house. Anyhow, back to his liberal neighbor. They have like openly argued in the street. But it's
Talk about a divide in America.
It's become like it went from being like my stepdad being very openly Republican to seeing in his front yard across the street, he sees somebody being very liberal. Yeah. Now, they're also very religious. Yeah. So the Republican and religion goes hand in hand with, let me start a conversation with him and go, do you believe in God? Right.
Is that what that means?
People,
but and then I think,
at least in my household, that's what that means.
We're gonna get gonna get down so many deep rabbit holes. But like Christianity has become this different animal.
Their
it's
maybe
different now.
You know what? Maybe I should just cut to the chase here, which is their relationship has gone from being this big divide, like across the street, they could not that they couldn't talk to each other, but every time they talked, it was always about politics, and they just wanted to kind of like have the banter to. They have now come to this place of, we know we disagree, but we enjoy each other's company.
Oh, it's come full circle. I did not think. I
It's
thought you'd be
come-
like, it's been getting violent.
No, it's come full circle. Now they joke with each other,
Wow.
and so he'll come out in the driveway. He's like, "What's your orange hair cabal doing this week?"
Yeah, nice.
And he's like, "Oh, he's not a liberal,
Fuck
you
it
know."
up.
Like, and they just joke with you. They shoot this shit. They fully have come full circle, like within the last year. Of we now acknowledge we have differences, but we enjoy each other too much. We care too much about each other.
Yeah.
And our neighborhood and being good
Yeah.
neighbors than our politics.
Yeah.
Which is, it's in a way
Yeah.
kind of like heartwarming.
It's
You know,
weird.
you're like, that's nice.
Yeah, it's weird to think like, you know, if you're so outspoken or you wear your heart on your sleeves. Dude, we're all getting fucked by the same system.
Yes.
Built by people who built these systems just extract value in dollars out of your hard-earned pockets, man.
And yes,
That's
and
like
likely
so
paying
many systems are built like that.
the same taxes, dude. Fuck these taxes.
Fuck Texas, man. Oh, one last thing about Kristi Noem. This is like what I think is the latest Orange Cabal bullshit. Kristi Noem is the woman, kind of short-ish blonde hair. She was the one that does like the daily news briefings. You know, Trump does, you know, and she just lies the whole time, or stretches the truth and this kind of stuff. You've seen her before.
Yeah, they're like,
One-
Trump did all these things, but in reality, he's just changed like placards of different presidents. Have you seen this?
Yeah, this was a while ago.
It was a little
Yeah,
while
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Building the ballroom and funneling money to it and doing all these heinous bad
both
things.
his sons getting military contracts that didn't have any
Yep.
other bids on them.
Yep. The list, literally, we can do whole fucking 20, we can do 30 episodes on it. How old do you think that woman is? I'll pull up a picture so you can, like,
Yeah,
you know.
I was going to say, refresh me who.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you know. You will be shocked about how old she is. You've seen her before.
105. That's my guess. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine though.
Shit.
In between, while Will's looking this up,
Maybe it's not
little subplot. I have done a lot of work on the motorcycle. For those of you that care and pay attention to the bike, pay attention closely though.
It's Caroline Levitt. Sorry, Kristi Noem. You're also not my favorite. She was the border czar person. This is Caroline Levitt. How old do you think she is?
Is that's not Fox News? Or is Fox
No.
News just has blonde women that I'm confused?
Fox News does have a lot of blonde women, but that's her,
Women.
Caroline Levitt.
Okay, I don't.
How old do you think she is?
39.
She's 28.
Holy shit!
She's 28.
She's younger than us.
That's number one. She's married to someone who's like
43.
55.
Oh,
She's married to someone who's like
no.
30 years older
Who
than
are
her.
her parents? Look up her parents. This begs the question. Who are her parents?
What I was going to say is that her fuck, now I'm getting confused whether it's Caroline Levitt or Kristi Noem.
That's okay. That's okay.
Another person's husband
Yeah.
got recently outed for
We're allowed
going
to be wrong.
on one of these person's husbands got recently ousted, like literally yesterday or day before,
Yeah.
ousted for going on camgirl sites
Okay.
and paying
Okay.
money to some
Yeah.
sex workers. Whatever, God bless that situation.
Yeah.
But that's not Christian, is it? Oh, that's not Christian.
That's
is
the
it?
problem.
You know?
I was like, I mean, sure, do your thing. Maybe she's not home all the time. That's why. But like, what's the real whole like problem here? Not
Money.
justifying that as a married man you should be looking at cam girls, but
Well, again, they're
that's
the party.
that's the gist. Is you're
They're
married? Why? Yeah.
Their party and what they stand for is I'm holier than thou. I'm holier than thou because I donate the money to the church, or I say the prayers, or I just put on this facade.
Yeah.
But then behind closed doors, like so many other people who put on that facade behind closed doors,
Yeah.
I'm doing things that at the heart of it is exactly what you're telling me not to do or ever do. Getting divorces, going on camgirl sites, paying money. That's basically cheating. I mean, you're cheating on your wife. That's soft adultery, perhaps. I don't know. Some people's eyes. But then this news just enters the minds and hearts of the people on the red side, and they just overlook it somehow. They just fucking overlook it somehow. If one of those people's kids did that, like a 55-year-old learned that their 30-year-old son was going on camgirl sites, they would look at them and go, Ugh.
Yeah, ew.
What are you doing? But they don't look
you're-
at these people like that.
Mm-mm.
Wake up, sheeple, bro. Fucking wake the fuck up.
Ooh, I have a wake the fuck up kind of theoretical
God.
question. Do you think the church came out with tithing?
Tithing's been around for a long time.
Tithing's
bro.
been around for a very long time.
Thousands
Here's
of
my
years.
question. Because taxing has been around for a very long time, and taxing has in a lot of ways been frowned upon for a very long time,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Do you think
Sure.
that the church said, we need to make money,
Okay.
right?
Right.
How can we make money in a tax form but not call it taxing?
I mean, you just donate. I mean,
Tithing.
they have to do something.
But tithing is different from donating. Donating is from the compassion of my heart, I'm giving you money. Tithing is from
You set up
my...
a fucking reoccurring payment.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's
This is
the,
just a subscription model for the church.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the level at which you'd sign over your financial freedom. I don't know. It's the same thing as donating. I mean, I could tithe to Beth Buddies.
Correct.
I could set up a reoccurring donation
But it's
to an actual nonprofit.
the actual term that is used. Do you think that, like, I don't know when this fucking was, when they came out with tithing.
Oh, dude. I mean,
They
I would
were
say Jesus died in the tomb, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we need to keep the lights on. Let's start to get donations." Like it's about the same time.
I feel like I don't. Okay, so I feel like Jesus was real. We've determined that, right? Jesus as a person was.
He was
real.
a white guy with long brown hair.
Yes,
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
But Jesus was a person, right? And do you think that Jesus, assuming all the good things that they've been told about him, would come out with a payment plan for people who attend a church, for the church to survive, but then in the same breath say the church will be able to, like, God will provide no matter what?
Yeah.
Do you think he would be like, here's a payment plan, but also at the same time, we're always going to be able to provide? It's a trick question. I don't think that's the case.
No, Jesus wouldn't do that, I don't think.
No, I don't think Jesus would.
And again, modern Christianity in this country, the true modern, like when you think of modern, you think of the mega churches, you think of these auditoriums, stadiums full of people dancing and singing. The actual service itself are musicians and fucking Cirque du Soleil. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, Catholicism and the way that religion, Christianity used to be, is that the church would take up whatever was given to them, right? That makes sense. But I mean, it does take money to keep the lights on, feed the poor. Back in the good old days, I mean, the church was the public area where any poor person could come and at least get a meal and sleep the night for free.
Yep.
You could have your clothes changed out in a bath for free.
It was meant to be a community relief.
Yes.
Yep.
It was meant to be a halfway house in a way that the community itself, if you were doing well, you would donate to that church or whoever, or the church itself, the grounds, whatever, would then give back to the community.
Yep.
That's how it was.
Yep.
That's how I think like Catholicism more or less operates.
That's why they weren't taxed, is because that's how it was.
Right. You don't need, like, the Catholic Church has been able to spend loads of money. You see the Vatican is covered in gold. Do they need all that? No. But your money doesn't have to go to this fucking big stadium. When has any huge conglomerate Southern Baptist fucking mega church like ever given back to the community? Outside of their community. It's us versus them.
Yes.
Have they gone downtown and given haircuts to the homeless? No.
No, they won't even help them in the floods at Dallas. They won't even do that. Joel Osteen's literally turning them away at the door. Don't enter my church with your fucking muddy shoes.
They don't help the community. They help their community.
Yes.
And I would argue that they don't really help at all.
It's a members club.
It's just funneling money upwards.
It's a country club.
Yes.
It's a literal country club.
Wake up.
You pay a membership, and you know what? You get to be a part of the members. You get to be a part of the group
and watch fucking Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
We're gonna hire some B-rated celebrities who couldn't make it in their musical careers and wanted to be a part of the country club.
And every time I hear a grown man say, "I love Jesus, I have a relationship with Jesus," that's fucking gay, dude. That's gay.
There's so much truth to this. How do I say this? I'm trying to be careful and not name drop because my parents go to a mega church. A mega church that supports.
I've laid down my opinion.
A mega church that supports big names that you'd be like, no way. You know what? Fucking
like Joel Osteen. It's like Waters
no,
Creek or something.
Even bigger. You ready for this? They go to Prestonwood. Prestonwood is notoriously known for being the winter comes around and Christmas time they have the Circus du Soleil. Like you've seen online.
Yeah.
That's Prestonwood.
They bring in like a whole pool and there's like diving.
No, seriously. It's like they have like camels come in for the like nursery scene for Jesus. And you're like, well, do we really need a camel? We couldn't have a fucking like a plywood cutout with a painted camel on? No. We have to have full size fucking camel on stage. And then when the camels are on stage, we're gonna have like women in leotards go down on zip lines. They're flipping, you know.
Yep. Drewski did a great megachurch bit.
Oh my god!
Fireworks.
I'm so glad you just brought this up because you know
thing.
You know who Drewski just went after that Prestonwood also supports?
No.
Erica Kurt.
Oh yeah, like a month ago.
They're like, so we went to a service when I was in Dallas. We went to the service, and they had a 5-minute segment of come to this event. Erica Kirk will be there. We support Erica Kirk.
Wow. To your church.
Mm-hmm.
To that church.
To the Prestonwood.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold up. What happened to separation of church and government? Gone. Right out the fucking window, dude. They it's not even a question anymore.
No. Bring them in.
They then had the
Dave Chappelle.
Oh fuck, what's his technical title?
The Ku Klux Klan Grand Master?
No. Actually, complete opposite. A black guy who is in Trump's cabinet over urban development and housing. I forget his name. I'm totally blanking on his name.
Development.
He is a former NFL player, which it doesn't necessarily pertain to any of this. But he, in 2006, went to being an athlete to being a politician in Texas.
Okay.
He lost initially, and then in 2013, 2012, he ended up being the state of Texas's urban and housing development.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, notoriously, Dr. Ben Carson was nominated by Trump to be, I forget what the technical term really is, but by Trump's cabinet, he was set to be urban and development housing. And of course, everybody's like, why is a doctor doing this? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
This other guy is now him. I'm totally blanking on what his name is.
Doesn't matter.
He gave the entire sermon. An actual political figure,
right,
in Trump's cabinet is also a pastor. And I go, I'm totally fine.
We're living in a simulation.
But I'm totally fine with someone saying, I'm a part of Trump's cabinet and I have religious beliefs. That's totally fine. A church in no way should look at that person and go, you should be a pastor. I should put you on a platform. I should put you on a pedestal to be a pastor.
Yeah.
All that's really doing is pulling politically motivated citizens to say, I want to support him.
Yeah.
You know how weird I feel about sitting in in a church where that is the pastor, and 3 or 4 weeks before he was at a Baptist college and they had a whole shooting response, and I have my son there and I have my wife there. And we're walking in this church, and there's armed forces at every door. You know how weird I feel?
Weird. I don't.
And I go, this is dystopian. This is truly dystopian. When are people going to realize that there's not a fascination with these people, and it's just general safety concern?
Yeah.
Of I'm not going to say but anybody could literally just walk in, just look the part, just literally look the part,
and what? Shoot up the place?
I mean, anything that you wanted to do.
Oh.
Right? I'm not even going to say shooting, but a bomb threat, because initially it was a bomb threat.
Mm-hmm. We're in where we sit currently. We're not in
thousands of people.
It's we're not in a place of worship. We're at the front line of this political
This
war.
is a political this is a political facility.
Ideological.
This is no longer about religion. And I'm not going to say anything about the way that the guy taught, because I don't think that has anything to do with this. I think that it has everything to do with who he represents, who he is, and what he is now doing as an occupation is a direct conflict with preaching about God or a God, any God, right?
And what's great about that is, like, in my heart of hearts, he's just up there. The church probably paid him a shitload of money to come. He's not fucking there for free. He's not there for God.
No, he did 2 sermons.
Oh, double. 2 for 1 discount on that one. He's not there. None of them give a fuck about the old sick lady in the front row who's been going to the church.
No, this is an image thing. It's a resume.
Yeah.
It's a resume. It's a 1,000% a confidence booster. It's like the age old, like, when you, like, go to help someone, are you really helping someone, or are you making yourself feel better? Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like, no, I mean, at the end of the day, you're actually just making yourself feel better.
Yeah,
you're doing this for your own personal sanctity of, like,
yeah,
I just want to feel better as a person by saying that I help people.
Yeah, and I think you felt you said you felt uneasy, or you felt strange, you felt kind of confused. That's because you were using your higher order brain skills. You were thinking critically and thinking, why are we here? What is this man talking about? Why is it the way this? You're critically thinking.
Yeah.
But as you look around the crowd of other humans, oh my God, they've bought and sold their soul to this.
They're just eating this shit up.
They probably heard about this a month ago and fucking bought tickets somehow. And were like, I can't wait to go to this.
Yep.
I'm so excited Erica for her Kirk to come is going to be there.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up. I don't know how growing up, I thought they were more like anti-bootlicker type of people. No wars.
I really feel like it
government,
was.
But then they're fucking doing this shit.
I feel like it was. Like, when I was growing up, it was very much like not even just anti-government, but like, we can live on our own. We don't need you. And now it feels like this world in which we live in is, we very much need the Republican Party. We very much need
it's life or death.
A Democratic Party. Yeah. And it's like,
don't you understand? Our country will just explode without the right. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
I think it's like I don't understand it, and I dare not understand it, because I will spend my whole life trying to fathom how these people feel, and it disgusts me. This is
the depth of my political knowledge, for sure. I would rather spend my time questioning the aspects of, like, what is your value, than doing the research of buying into these different political groups. Mm-hmm. Right? Doing the research of, like, why should I trust them? Why should I? And I just go, why? If your mission statement is not so blatantly clear to me as far as what you're going to do, especially this track record of this country of, like, our government's constantly lied to us since literally
the dawn of creation.
I'm gonna nicely say the 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I just don't. I don't see the value in doing the research of why I think some other schmooze of a politician is trustworthy, when really the only question I should be asking is why. Why are you here? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, true. What's your kind of, like, motive?
What's your mission
standing in front of you?
What's your mission statement?
Yeah, that's such a great point.
And it's like, it always constantly changes, and it's never fulfilled. We hear this all the time, all these political campaign promises, and they're never filled.
Nope. And then with Trump, within the first day, it's like, I'm just going to fill my own fucking pockets. I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and literally, it's like he gets a 12 to... oh my God, I can't math. 12 to 18 month period in which that it takes until someone can tell him no. Mm-hmm. Right? So he can just do something, and then 12 months later, someone's like, okay, we finally have gotten through all the processes to say, Trump, you can't do this. And he goes, oops.
Oh,
my bad. You know?
I know. And in that, I never would have guessed that our American political system, you grow up, you hear about in government, so many checks and balances, whatever. But, dude, I've been sitting here over the last 18 months, and the things that he did on the first week are just now being pulled backwards.
Yep.
You know, the tariffs is probably the biggest idea or the biggest example.
Yep.
Turns out you can just ask for forgiveness in 18 months and just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Dude,
this whole
that's not how America fucking works.
This whole Hormuz situation has been a great example of like,
oh, dude, that's
real time. Like, Trump has just, I think, operated at a capacity in that he thinks he can manipulate and tell people what they should and shouldn't be doing, and there are just other entities out there who go, I just don't care. I just don't care what you have to say, and I'm not going to follow that.
Yeah, like. Yeah.
I'm just not. And honestly, you can say that. And I think that a lot of people listen to that and go, you're just supporting Iran. Whereas very blatantly, we've seen Israel literally see that Trump and Iran go, hey, we're going to have a ceasefire. And then Israel go, fuck that.
Yeah.
We're literally not going to have a ceasefire. Fuck
what
you.
Are we doing?
And I go, this is no longer about people's belief of Trump's influence over other countries and political groups, because he just doesn't. He does not have it. Dude, like, we're such a laughing stock, and I don't necessarily operate in a way that I wake up every day and I'm going, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah,
but it's like.
Some
in some capacities, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm fearful to go to another country. I love traveling. I fear going to another country and having this perceived notion that like, I'm just this dumbass supporter to a dumb cause.
Hold that in your mind, because I do have a piece of evidence that refutes that feeling that you think other people have about our country.
Okay.
But I just learned the other day. That'll be my second point. I just learned the other day that we've spent more on this bullshit thing in Hormuz and Iran. I don't know. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
This war. I mean, it is a war. It's not conflict or some bullshit word. We spent more money on that so far in like 2-3 months than we ever did sending money, equipment to Ukraine. And I was against that. I was like, we should never give really anything to any country, you know? And so many other people were also on that in that mindset.
Like, why is this Ukrainian war...
This,
even our responsibility.
in 3 months, we've spent more money and manpower than we ever did with the Ukraine stuff. And people just roll over and go, but it'll end tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Yeah.
They're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid.
I asked this at dinner. I don't think you heard me, because I mean, I asked it and then I just kind of carried on and thought, you know what, I'll ask it later on when we're filming. But
can I have another beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, man.
My
goal today was to have as many beers
for sure. I'll get more out of the fucking basement.
Oops, sorry. We'll get to the therapy later. This is a different level of therapy. If we get to the questions, whatever.
Fuck it.
But
I'm not
care.
pressed.
We're rolling. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not pressed.
I just thought, like, this is good conversation, and guess what? This is our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, no, I feel that way most times. Last podcast, we were like, what's your favorite sauce at your favorite restaurant? This episode, we're like, the government fucking sucks.
Yeah. I wish my mom and dad would wake up from the fucking hypnotism that they got over them.
The religious fucking shroud that's over their eyes.
I know. I wish they would be free. Anyway, my second point on your fear that other countries will look down on you for being American. My boss, Chris.
Yeah.
He has traveled internationally pretty frequently with his wife and kid.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that to him. And we kind of have these, when we go to lunch together, we kind of have these like kind of deeper philosophical conversations sometimes. Yeah. And he mentioned, he's like, good you brought that up, because I'm here to tell you that when you go to these other places, could be Spain, France, Germany, Asian countries, Eastern Asian countries, Japan, Vietnam, whatever.
Yeah.
Within 10 seconds, they can gauge your political mindset, I would say.
Yeah.
And they understand that they're like, no, it's not you.
Yeah.
It's these other people high above, and like, and they actually kind of think, this is what Chris told me.
Well,
I don't know
that's
where
a crazy thought. They actually kind of think. We don't do that here. We just assume based on your political party what kind of person you are.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Yes, he said when other groups and other places tell you to your face that, no, we know it's not you. It's these evil government people or whatever.
Yeah.
They say that. They commiserate. But then they go, if that happens here, we're in the street rioting.
Yes.
We're showing these evil people that they answer to us.
Yeah.
Right? So, maybe that will happen in your I don't know, but like when it does, that's the only way things kind of get solved.
Yeah.
That's what kind of message was.
The French are really known for this, right? And
the French, yes.
As much as I am like a hater of Paris, mostly because I've stood in a bakery and I've gone bonjour, and then they go hello, just completely fucking knock my feet out from underneath me, and I have to look at them and go, yeah, I'll have a croissant, and they're like, oh, croissant, and I'm like, yeah, please, I commend them for being so citizen identified. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
About their political members. And I love the fact that they're like, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely fuck them.
Yeah.
Because I think the only politicians we should have are the people who don't want to be politicians.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a politician, get the fuck out of here. Like,
true. It should be like a random drawing.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, but
it shouldn't. But there might be some merit to like picking the people who go like it's purely based off of almost like jury duty, where it's like based off of merit. You get put in a pool.
Okay.
And then when you're in this pool, you're like, then you randomly get selected, and you're like, have to serve.
Oh,
I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's enslavement. Enslavement with a couple of different steps.
Yeah, extra steps involved.
I mean, like,
you get paid, but
how do you suss out the person who is
just
meaningfully
doesn't give a shit,
who's meaningfully in it for the heart of what
the
job
about testing?
is?
You have like a testing criteria. So like
everyone psychiatric test. Can you do fucking math?
No, everyone has to do the testing, right? Okay. Everyone has to do it. And then from that testing, it's like a psychological testing. Of course, there's like a minimum criteria to make sure that you're smart enough.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have like a psychological testing.
Okay.
And then from there, you're entered down a pool and you're randomly selected. And it's these people. So then there's no way, which of course then you're not able to vote, which is kind of undemocratic in a way.
Yeah.
Or you know what?
But maybe, go ahead.
Maybe you vote on the randomly selected.
Oh, there's like 3 randomly selected.
More than that,
honestly,
maybe.
You're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that there has to be some level of intelligence criteria. Because unfortunately, if you're dumb but charismatic, I think you have a better chance than if you're really smart and can't.
Yeah,
you get caught with your
socialize.
Thoughts. Yeah, 100%, dude. I mean, that's literally politics in every way. Just being charismatic and connecting with people,
being an actor.
That's 80 to 90% of what gets you elected, I think.
Yeah.
So I can totally agree that it's kind of this like weird randomized oligarchy where you do have experts in certain fields. They get pooled together, randomly drawn, and then you can vote. Because they wouldn't really want to do it. Like,
they wouldn't want to do it,
shitloads of money.
Like, now I have to serve. I have to
this
do this. Where it's like jury duty in a sense. But at the same time, it's like, I think a really big component of that is then you're not party based.
No, not really. I mean, there's really no party.
There's
at
no
all.
party.
No.
You vote on an actual person, and then they get questioned. All right, now that you've been selected, like, what are you going to do better for the? You have to do this.
True.
What are you going to do better for the country?
Yeah,
serve your country.
What would be really interesting about that actually is like, let's say like, I think it does have to be kind of compartmentalized. Like the Surgeon General, for example, that role you only pull from like the doctors and nurses.
Correct. And that's what the testing is for.
Yeah, so you get kind of itemized in that pool.
Yeah.
But then like these people are like literally their entire lives are ingrained inside of the medical system, right? They would have a lot of great ideas on how to improve it.
Yeah.
Would they not?
Yeah, because they would have like expertise as far as like from their work experience.
Right.
I worked at a hospital for 10 years.
The transportation commissioner, you get different, I don't know, really. Like,
I'm
not going to say train conductors. That seems kind of silly, train conductors.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you get a pull from like people who are actually working as well as leadership in different cities and states.
Like, imagine if like someone who gets randomly selected, you vote on them. They're just like a metro bus driver.
Do you? Dude, that
Holy
actually kind of
shit.
sick.
I bet that person would have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, I do think so.
Yeah.
Do you think that this idea is crazier or on par with like a forced draft?
Into these political, what do you mean?
Like into the military. So like Israel has like a forced service.
Yeah, you have to spend 2 years in the military.
You have to spend 2 years in the military.
I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy. Eastern Asian countries do the same
they're
thing.
basically saying, Israel's saying, everyone has to serve in the military. You have to do at least 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But at least this way, they're like, we're setting a baseline. And I'm not commending them for this, but I'm just saying, like, on the scale of things that are the best for the country, you're now forcing people to go into the military. One of your strongest assets of your country. You're forcing literally everyone to do it.
Some of the smartest people.
And you're at least giving opportunities for your country to be able to grow because you're forcing the strongest individual minds, or you're forcing those with the best skill sets to be in the military to give your government's strongest asset opportunity to grow.
Was there a question in there?
Yeah, like, do you think that? Yeah, do you
Sorry.
think that this like theoretical draft is crazier or on par with on craziness as a forced draft like Israel's current process?
Situation.
Yeah,
I think they're kind of equally crazy for 2 different reasons.
okay.
I think Israel is a hyper nationalist nation. That seems kind of dumb to say, but
Yeah,
when you go through when you're born as a child in Israel as an Israelite, and you go through the process and you enter the military, it just compresses down on your brain that like, I am Israel.
yeah.
I'm not a citizen of Israel. I am Israel. And other countries do that too.
Yeah.
I think like Vietnam does that, and Cambodia, Thailand. And so I don't.
You didn't say the
I
notorious
think
one.
it's not like
Pakistan.
Great army pilot.
I want to be a pilot.
So I think its mechanism is driven primarily to increase the nationalism in Israel. Because I would almost guarantee if they got rid of that, you would find that young individuals who would be in the army then go about and use their critical thinking skills, and they go, what the fuck's going on? I mean, a lot of people in Israel already do that. I mean, there's protests in the street and stuff. Like,
I was going to say, I don't think they're
thought.
all Zionist. But yes,
I think it does prop that up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love this kind of random
random prompt. Yeah.
Random, what is it even called? I'm 2.5 years in. I kind of
You know
like this
what?
idea. Let's
Let
come
me
up with
join
only
you.
fun things. I think as well that a lot of the things that we kind of like, the individual statute changes or like laws that we vote in when we vote, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, you vote on the people, and then you flip it over, and there's like 2 or 3 things that you vote on, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I think we should vote on more stuff just from our fucking phones.
This is a great question.
It's hyper in a world where this can't be tampered with, whatever. Like, it's a notification sent to your phone when you're of voting age, you get registered, you get verified, you send, like, I don't know, you go through that process.
Yeah.
And then when some politician wants to do something, let's increase taxes by this amount because of these reasons. Text to your phone, yes, no.
You know what? I'm going to tie into this conversation with an article that I just read. Literally today, oh my God, I have the hiccups because I had the literal biggest beer at dinner that I've ever seen. It was
crazy.
The size of a fucking...
I can't even...
It's quite... I think it's the biggest beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
I ordered a small tangent. I ordered a tall. It was fat. It was not just tall. It was like... And the other thing is like, this is not the first time we've had drinks at this restaurant. I've been there before. I've ordered a tall before. I have a picture of a tall at this restaurant before. It is not this glass. This was an actual fucking gallon of beer. I don't know if I like. Maybe when I ordered it, the guy was like, "Oh, this is a big beer drinker. Like he's going to drink a lot." And then I could get like, I barely got through 3/4 of that beer.
Yeah,
it was so much beer.
It's crazy.
Anyhow, great question. Should we be able to should voting access be more accessible and be via from our phones or some sort of a certified app that's preloaded on our phones, as long as you can register and show that you're a registered voter, right?
Right.
It also, voter registration should also fall in this group of I should be able to just have a profile and change that.
Yeah.
If I can change my election with insurance.
Yeah.
It's just not
rocket science.
It's not, exactly. My question, I'm somewhat failing because I have a separate topic that's related to this that I want to bring up here. I might just jump into that, which is voter paying. So when it comes to paying taxes, I'm going to give a theoretical. I'm not
you got fucked with taxes this year.
I did get fucked with taxes this year. My brother-in-law, I'm not going to say where, my brother-in-law, his kids are in private school, and he is paying for a public school taxes.
Okay.
And I'm not talking $350. Talking $7,000 a year in taxes for a school that his children do not go to.
Okay.
And if they went to a public school, they would not go to this public school.
What do you mean?
He's paying taxes.
Oh, no, that part. But what do you mean they wouldn't go to that one?
They would not go to that one.
The money is kind of distributed equally.
And yes, but in a way that this particular public school in this state, in this county, is receiving more than where his kids would go.
Okay.
And so he's like, why am I paying taxes for this?
Uh-huh.
And in a lot of ways, I think that he's also questioning this because he is opting where I don't want my kids to go to public school. I'm in a big city. I don't want to pay for those schools' taxes, but he's having to pay a lot in taxes towards a school that his kids will not go to. Whether it's the ones that they would or the ones that they wouldn't, they would likely go to a private school. But he's now spending additional dollars for those public schools. And he's like, why am I the one paying for those? And in a lot of ways, I go, there's some truth to that, where it's like, I think of this in a kind of a way of what if I paid for movie tickets for someone to go see a movie? When I bought a movie ticket, it wasn't for the movie that I was going to see. It was to someone else's movie. I had to pay $60.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And $6 of that went to my movie, and $54 of that went to other people's movie. And I'm like...
That, because other people's movies were subsidized?
I mean,
or something?
Maybe in a way, but size in this is, you know what? That's actually a good point.
I mean, this is a very Republican.
It is a Republican stance, but I say that the size of this alone, these are the biggest schools in the country, and you're like, how much do I have to pay for this? Right?
$7,000 a year is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know the underlying, why it's that much, but. I mean, the purpose of taxes is to take little slices of your income or where you live, whatever, and give it to public institutions where anyone, regardless of income status, regardless of who you are, what you are, where you live, I don't know, you can go to that as a fallback. It always exists. It's your community safety net. So if that private school exploded, or they just decided that a teacher there fucking did something really bad and they wanted to pull their kid out, they always have another option.
So my argument to this is, this is where I'm kind of propping this up, because this is a two-way street. You're right, which is hey, that's actually a very Republican take. But I go, what is stopping private schools? Because the other thing that's happening is that people are going, hey, I don't want to pay for public schools.
Mm.
Why am I paying for public schools if my kids don't go to public schools? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And now state legislature is going, well, you know what? Let's not actually make them pay at all. Mm-hmm. I do agree that there should be at least a minimum because public schools don't get enough funding.
Yeah. $7,000 is a lot. I don't know the context here.
Yeah. There's a lot of context to this. I'm giving a theoretical, I will say, almost to just prop up a conversation. But to continue the situation in which that I ask the argument of what is stopping then. Let's say this does go through, which it's looking like it will. State legislature says if your kid doesn't go to a public school, you don't have to pay for public schools. What is then stopping private schools from charging more?
It doesn't.
Nothing.
This is the school voucher program problem. Is that a lot of school voucher? This is a very divisive. I mean, I can see both sides in a certain context. School voucher programs are similar to this, where if you don't, you're actively paying your kid to go to private school. You can opt out in some way from paying taxes for public schools.
Yeah.
Or you continue to pay them, but then you get a tax break because your kid goes to private school. That's the voucher aspect of it, is that you get either a tax break or you just get a larger lump sum return because your kid is going to private school. That, I think, is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because there are much poorer families who do bring their kid to public school, who now you're funneling their money into people who have like double opted in. When you wake up in the morning, guess what? You opted into paying the public school taxes, and now you double opted into paying private school money. Like, why the fuck should the poor, worse off family paying you? That's nuts. That is nuts.
No, I agree. I think that there should be like, if I'm not even going to say necessarily in a perfect world, but like, if you were to do this in such a way that like kids who are going to private schools, maybe their parents paid less in taxes to public schools, right? They paid 75%. Instead of, we'll continue to say, you know what, let's say $10,000 a year, right? They paid to work public school. They pay $7,500 now, right? And public school families, they, however, get a tax write-off at every year that does, in such a way, benefit them that, hey, my kid does go to a public school, but I get a tax write-off at the end of every year. And then your public school families during the year, because the way that you typically pay these is not in a 1 year lump sum, though you can to save money. Most people, I would argue, go, I don't have $20,000 to $25,000 to pay for a private school right now. I'm going to pay over time. But with taxes, they're actually given an opportunity where they don't have to pay everything up front. Right? Everything is selectively or in a smaller chunk taken out of their paychecks over time. So you're at least seeing a benefit to both groups while also giving public school funds, as well as giving an incentive to those who attend public schools, that at the end of the year, the schools are still able to get all their money, but at the end of the year, they're able to get something back or a credit back that potentially means they get paid back. But it's
what I can say with high amounts of confidence.
Yeah.
School voucher programs and opting somehow out of taxes to put your kid in private school. To me, that does not benefit the poor. The poorer family is not going to utilize, all of a sudden wake up and go, oh, wow, private school is going to be cheaper for us. That's not true.
In this case, it wouldn't be.
And so, it's really just a de facto tax break for the rich.
So maybe the way that I should explain this is it's less of a tax break for the rich than it's more of a tax break for the poor, and it's less of a financial payment throughout the year for the rich, right? There's not a tax break for them. They just have I don't know. I'd have to write this out.
Maybe you're
to
getting
really
away.
explain it.
I know. I
so
don't get it.
The bigger tax break goes to the poor,
How?
but because they have a bigger percentage that they get back at the end of the year. Right?
If they were to opt out.
I'd have to start over from in the beginning.
No, not worth it.
I know it's not worth it. But the way that I'm explaining is that those going to public schools get more money back throughout during tax season. But
the schools.
Yes.
Okay.
The public
Where do they get
schools,
the money from?
From
taxes.
Yes.
And because the rich people are now opting out, they get less money.
They still have to pay. They're not
the rich people.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're paying less throughout the year if you're at a private school. Right? So if you're rich and your kid's in a private school, instead of paying 100%, you're paying 75 or 80%.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But you still have to pay. You don't get a tax break.
Okay.
But you pay less.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And then come tax season, families that have been paying the full 100% get a tax break. And then they get money back. And they get back the 40%. So instead of like a family that has been paying 80% would only see 20% really in savings throughout the year.
I see.
A poorer family that does not meet that what are those called? Those tax brackets, right? They then see a 40% return, right? So they paid 100% in their income throughout the year, but then they get a larger return. And the benefit of that is schools still see the amount that they're getting back, but the government is then at that point said, whether that's state or federal, that would handle this.
I mean, they wouldn't get the same amount because the rich are paying less into it.
If their kids are in private.
Right.
But
so
that doesn't necessarily mean that that's always the case.
So the school is making less money, and the rich are paying less.
In my mind, it actually incentivizes the rich to go to public schools. Because if the rich go to public schools, then they have to pay less. And then, in theory, you have more people going to public schools, and more money is going to the public schools versus the private schools.
Well, you also have to understand that the taxes that these people pay in are based on your tax bracket. The person making $100,000 a year is paying more in taxes than the person, even though it's, I mean, and it's gonna be more of a percentage.
This is definitely a theoretical. The percentages that I'm giving,
I don't understand entirely.
It's more about like the longevity of it is really what I'm trying to convey, and the percentages maybe don't make sense because it would be different based on the tax brackets. But ideally,
I mean, you can just
people who make more money and opt to be in private schools in hopes to get better education, they do still pay a percentage to public schools, but then they also have to take on the private schools' cost, but they pay less throughout the year, but they don't get any tax credits from it. But it's a smaller percentage than the families who receive a bigger tax credit yearly, but then they still get the benefit of somebody still having to pay for public schools that they're not attending. Does that make sense?
I am gonna say it does, but I don't know if
maybe I'm explaining
I'm not
this
sure
poorly.
if in practice it would lend the results that everyone is seeking.
Yeah.
Per se.
You know what? And this is kind of where maybe politics come into play. I'm like, hey, your plan didn't fucking work. In theory, this is kind of this is something that I've just been like, maybe that would work in such a way of like my political draft of politicians who have to be drafted in.
Like what?
First idea was good. Bad ideas maybe.
I will then challenge any idea with this. Who is the politician meant to serve? The underserved, the poor, the needy, the sick, the whatever, or the people who can pay for their kid extra money to go to private school.
Yeah.
Who is it really meant to serve? You would imagine that the political system would try to help the needy so that all of our community would kind of average out.
Yeah.
Then help the rich in really any way. I don't know. It's kind of like, who do we think deserves the most help?
Yeah.
And time?
In my mind, it's like a financial plan. right now we look at. I'll give you an example. We've all seen the Caleb Hammer, YouTube shorts where he's like, "Holy fuck, you did what's the loan programs that everyone does online? What the fuck is that called?
Loan program, like the payday loans?
It's like payday loans, but
the shark. I don't know.
What's the when you go to check out and they're like, yeah, you can pay this.
Oh,
over.
Klarna, the Klarna,
sure,
pay installment stuff.
Yeah, like pay installments, and you
Klarna.
pay like a 12 to 20% increase.
Yeah, Klarna, baby.
Right, and then you'll see on Caleb Hammer shorts where it's like, you have a 20% increase on this computer you paid $4,000 for. You've missed 6 payments, and now you owe so much more. In my mind, the way that this like school program would work is like it's like the rich being on a payment plan, and the poor not have to be on a payment plan.
Okay.
And maybe they don't have to pay that extra 20%.
Okay, so they just get. That doesn't matter.
I know. Maybe I think I'm explaining this very poor.
Thank you for sharing your idea on public schools. I really appreciate it. I went to a great public school. I would send my kids to that public school 10 times out of 10. Great.
I mean, hell yeah.
Great public school system. Which is, that's what happens sometimes when you have a whole city giving money to one public school. Guess what? It's gonna be like the best one in the state because all of the money is going into it.
Speaking of which, I do have a good topic to talk about. Okay, unless you have something.
We have about 20 minutes, and I do have to pee. Really.
Okay,
bad.
I also
let's keep it to 10 minutes.
Okay, I can do 10 minutes. My high school, has had I think it's going to be a nationwide conversation here very soon. Mm-hmm. A week ago, 2 students, foreign exchange students with host families.
Okay.
So they came in to the U.S.
And they're staying with
lived with the host family. They attended my high school in Mississippi. Yeah. Were picked up by ICE and went completely MIA for about 5 days.
Oh, shit. That would be scary.
All because
they're never coming back.
All because, and this is like somewhat title based. I don't know the full details. All because of a clerical error.
Great.
They picked them up, like literally zip tied them together.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that as in like a fun thing, like that was quoted in an article. They zip tied them together at a bus stop.
Yeah. And
then shipped them out to Texas to a facility.
Yeah, to be in a holding facility where God knows what's going on.
They've been there for almost a week now. And my wife told me on the way home that they're being released today. Wow. What will be the repercussions from that? I have no idea.
First of all, none. The only thing that would for anything, I don't know, good to come out of that is that those people are used as kind of poster children for a greater movement, violence in the streets, rioting type of thing.
To think that,
because that's ridiculous.
To think that ICE agents are now going through high school foreign exchange students.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
To find foreigners.
Where are they from? Were they from like Latin America?
I don't know what actually their home country is. I'm passionate about this because when I was in high school, we had 2 same high school, of course, which we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, Mississippi. So don't come out with me with some bullshit on like, oh, you're probably in a province area where like you guys had money. Like, no, we had literally fucking nothing. I had 2 foreign exchange students that I went to high school with. I have an Instagram post with one of them. His name is Marcus. Absolute wonderful human being. Mm-hmm. He was white.
Okay.
I'll let you guess what color these foreign exchange students are, who somehow someone has reported where the bus stop were, where they were going to be on pickup, and then were picked up by ICE agents. The biggest thing that's happening in my community right now is determining who reported this.
Yeah, who's the snitch?
Who's the snitch?
Who's the snitch?
Who's the snitch?
Were they white people? Were they white for it? No. He's shaking his head. No, they're not.
No.
Yeah, go figure.
Two black foreign exchange students who well, I won't say all, but teachers that I know of, that one in particular that I'm thinking of came out and said, these are well-known, good students. Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. This is insane. And then a portion of my community back at home is saying, what are you guys freaking out about? This is what you voted for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, like, and like, again, why would someone call on them where they knew they were good people? And if they knew of their status, they're here on a foreign exchange program, that's just being racist. You're just a racist piece of shit driving by.
It's crazy.
And like, and the idea that you knew where they would be.
Yeah.
Excuse me, at a certain time of day, you knew their names, like you knew more about them. You're fucking like stalking them.
Yep.
You're a racist piece of shit.
Yeah. And these in which, like, I won't lie, I won't sit here and say that the community I grew up in is not racist. It's South Mississippi, and it certain groups have been known to be in that area, specifically the KKK have been known to be in that area for the last 70 years of our country. And the fact that all it took was 2 black foreign exchange students to be at my school. That, I mean, like, take it or leave it. It was the high school that I went to, and I still love it. I'm truly appalled. I'm thankful that the people that are still in that community, that are still there and live there and participate in its functionality, are speaking against this. Mm-hmm. But man, does it hurt that I'm seeing something that feels so distant to other states and counties and cities that I'm now seeing at home. It does hurt. I hate that I'm not there, like, able to vote as a citizen in Mississippi because, Tater Tot can fucking suck a fat one, and I stand on that from personal reasons. That's Tate Reeves, by the way. Yeah. That guy can croak for all I care.
Yeah. How do I even? What am I saying? It is a compressing feeling. All of the world of what goes on here, it's compressing my mind, my feeling. It's like, and it makes me want to focus on my family. It makes me want to focus on my wife.
Yeah.
Focus on the work that I do, which I think is meaningful. Focus on our friends. Focus on JP. You know, it makes me think like this. These are the realities that I can control.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend too much of my time like getting really upset about the world around me that I have little control over. You just kind of put your head in the sand a little bit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that there's a lot of topics out there that
it's possible. I mean, you'll literally go into clinical depression after 5 seconds of being in politics.
I mean, it is insane that we're having to discuss these things and that there are not people in leadership who are just trying to think for the best.
Yeah.
I
agree. Well, I'm going to end it here because the sensation of pee is going higher and higher. Thank you all for listening to the 30th episode of the Hoppy Thoughts Podcast. Big milestone for us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Think how you want to think, but understand there's a right and wrong way to think.
Yeah. Definitely is. Don't be a piece of shit. That's pretty much how it boils down.
Yeah, don't be a piece of shit. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need or want to do. I don't know. Live your life. That's the whole point why we're here. Please live your life to the fullest of what it can be. Be good. Be kind to your friends. Neuter and fix your dogs and cats. Look left and right. Signal when you're changing lanes on the highway. Be a good person.
He's going to pee on himself here any second now.
It's bursting.
It's bursting.
Goodbye.
What